Rare Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
And apply it.
My nigga, when you had Dr. Dre beating on that table,
Yeah.
like there's rappers who's been rapping forever that got platinum records.
I swear, bro, like, and I hate to say this, but I said it the other day. It's like, one day I'ma pass, and niggas gonna really get everything I was trying to do. That's the fucked up part about it.
God forbid that's anytime soon. I don't
No,
think
no,
so.
it's not.
But
gonna
I'm
be
just
soon.
saying,
we not pushing that forward.
I think you're gonna get your flowers while you here. I just think that
No, but this was crazy. I get my flowers.
Yeah.
I get my flowers. Like, bro, I got no complaints. Let's be clear. I'm not mad about nothing or nobody, you know what I mean, or how things go. I get my flowers. Motherfuckers in the Bay love me, bro. It's certain people within the politics that we spoke on earlier that wasn't a part of it or
Right.
wants the same thing or wants to do the same thing that feels like they got to say something or do something because they wasn't a part of it. That's their problem, bro. Anywhere I go, bro, I was just in Utah, bro. Living my motherfucking life.
Right.
Denver, Colorado, nigga.
Right.
Austin, Texas. Dallas, Texas. San Antonio, Texas. People screaming. This
Nah,
shit
seen
word
that.
for I'm in
Word for
Wisconsin, bro.
Word for
Motherfuckers
word.
is rapping don't condone.
The actual consumers though.
The consumer.
Not the people who just talk shit and don't buy the music. and
Which
listen
makes
anyway.
me
Right.
realize, oh, my fan don't go to the club.
Guess what though?
My fan ain't in the street.
Bro, the
you know what I'm
niggas
saying?
that's selling a lot of music, none of their fans go to.
You know why?
Because I go to these shows.
You know why? It's the same shit I tell this nigga all the time. See this nigga? His name is Bam, right? Me and Bam argue all the time about popularity within the culture. Sometimes niggas think when shit ain't popular within the culture, it ain't popping.
Right.
No, nigga, that's just the side of the internet you
Right.
living on.
Right.
You
Right.
feel me?
Right.
Nigga, it's a whole nother 51 states out here. We only make up for 13% of the population as
Yeah.
black people.
Right.
6 to 5, maybe 4% of that is the streets. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? So, but we make up for 99.9% of what's cool.
Right.
How motherfuckers dress, how
Right.
all of that shit. But when you step outside of that, bro, when you go in San Antonio,
It's a very white game.
shit get different.
And I know just from being in the Bay, like I go to all these shows, like if I'm at a Tyler show, it's a sea of white people. If I'm at
It's
a Cole
different.
show, a Kendrick show, it's a
It's
sea of
different.
white people.
Drake,
Like none of the
it's
same
different.
niggas is there. Now, where we'll confuse something is our niggas that we grew up with will
Yeah.
go to a Boosie show.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing ever to the hood.
Yeah.
So they confuse it because they not there. They don't see the rest of the world, right?
And that's cool.
It's cool.
That's cool, but what we gotta understand is it's still this going on. Like it's still like people be like, I was talking to somebody, they was like, yeah, Drake lost it. That nigga dropping reggae music. I'm like, bro, you do realize like it's a whole nother.
I think he addressed that on his new album.
It's
He
a
said
whole
something
nother
like,
world. Niggas too ignorant.
He said something nigga making techno. He's like,
He
nigga,
said,
I'm
niggas
a
too
world.
ignorant to wonder why I'm making techno.
You're right, yeah.
Like it's like, bro, it's like it's a whole nother
Man, and that shit
market
is
out here.
huge. Nigga, you gotta go inside a Bad Bunny show and look at something and be like, oh my God. Nigga,
Imagine if Target was like, I'm only gonna have stores in the Bay.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Imagine if Best Buy was just like, I'm only gonna sell electronics in the Bay.
That would be wild. That would be
You
wild.
think I'm not finna go get all this money that's on the table over here?
That would be wild, my
Like,
nigga.
come on.
Do you feel any pressures from the game? Because like in saying the game too, no pun intended, the actual game, I felt like what the game did when you did the same thing almost what you did to Funk Flex, you use your like rhyming is really your superpower. Like
Yeah.
it's really your shit. Like
I don't think it is.
You don't think it is?
I think I'm a superpower in itself. I think the person I am.
Okay.
I think if you put me in any situation or any room, I'm gonna figure it out. If he told me right now, hey, bro, we can go get $100 million consulting for the NBA. You know what we finna go do? Figure out how the fuck to be the best at consulting for the NBA.
Yeah.
That's
Sim
what we
Paul,
finna
nigga
go
gonna come
do.
in there, Rich Paul.
Whatever it is we gotta do, we finna go figure that out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm great at being in rooms and selling what's next and showing people how to get there and what it is we gonna do. Rapping is just something I can do.
So that's a nigga in another field running a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
put me in there, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Well, I brought up game to say, I felt like that time when y'all was on the stage this last time,
Yeah.
and you said that rhyme to him or whatever. I almost felt like the last time we seen that is when they got on stage and did the passing the torch to Kendrick.
Yeah.
Right? And I felt like that's where Game was going with it in his mind, but I
sure.
also felt like because he's a lyrical nigga himself.
Yeah.
And I think niggas in the game purists feel that art is dying.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people is like, you Jesus Shuttlesworth to some niggas.
Nah, for sure. For sure. But it's bro, I fit the criteria of what hip hop is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what it is. You know what I mean? You every day ain't gonna find a nigga 6'2", handsome, know how to communicate, know how to rap, know how to communicate with the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Know how to talk to the suburbs, know how to get them to get along.
Right.
It's a rare thing to happen.
Very fucking rare.
It doesn't come along every day, and that's something I'm learning to accept. With bro, you know, bro done taught me a lot. I done seen a lot being around game. You know, we got a lot of music together. We talk about a lot of different things. So when he hit me to do that, it was like, you know, it's only right that I give him his flowers. You
Right.
know, even though he giving me mine in this moment, let me give him his. You
And
know
give
what I
him some
mean?
work at the same time.
At the same time. So I feel like, you know, it all go hand in hand. This shit ain't just happening just to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening for a reason. It's not happening because I rap good.
Mm-hmm.
It's hella niggas that rap good, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Them niggas don't work with Dre.
That's real shit.
Them niggas don't fuck with Chappelle.
That's real shit.
Them boys don't know LeBron. Them boys didn't just get their first movie role in a big film with Marvel.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, that shit ain't happening.
That shit just don't. It
It
don't
don't
just
happen like that, bro.
It don't just happen like that.
It don't.
You know, so it's, you know, of course I'm blessed. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I pay attention and I work hard for this shit. Even when I'm not working, I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm on shit.
You doing this shit seamlessly though.
Bro, you have no idea.
Like
You have no idea the
you do
amount
realize
of madness
that
goes
art,
into this
you
shit.
do realize outside of Gerald, who's white,
Yeah.
none of our big dogs have done late night television.
Yeah.
You did Kimmel.
Yeah.
You do realize only Gerald.
Yeah.
He's I mean,
and
no disrespect to him, but he's a white man.
And I did Kimmel with a record for the culture.
Mm.
That wasn't no pop record. I could make a pop record, bro. I could go pop. I write pop records.
I'm sure.
I could do it. But I'm standing on some shit that's different, bro, because I'm trying to expand where the fuck it is we need to go.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just, like you said, you don't just get the Kimmel to get the Kimmel. You don't just get the tiny desk
You don't just get the tiny
knowing
desk.
how to rap.
You don't just get the tiny desk. Bro, results take time, artwork.
Yeah.
Who came up with that?
It was a combination. It's crazy because I never told Fee this. It was a combination of Fee and my homie Bonic. So 40 did the In a Major Way album cover where he had his picture in the Rolex.
I posted that too. People went
Fee
crazy.
did a song with 40 years ago to where he had the same cover. When I sent the cover to my homie, I sent them Fee cover, and I said, I want something like this that represent where I'm going, like that shows moments of that.
And
So
yeah,
I
that's
sent
dope.
that to my homie Bonic, who's an artist. Bonic actually used to rap with Pusha T and everybody.
Okay.
Dope dude. I sent it to him, and he sent a picture of the watch with my face in it. And I was like, damn. I was like, it's cool, but it still look a little empty. I was like, we need to put something around it. I talked to my management team, certain people on my management team that owns a digital marketing agency. So they have a staff of damn near, I want to say like 100 different people, right? And about 10 of their employees work in the digital side of like graphic designs and shit like that. So they kind of like constructed this whole background of pictures, and then we placed the watch in the picture. And that's kind of how it all came together.
Super dope. I posted that comparison to the album covers, and I didn't know it was inspired by, but I figured it was.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the fee part.
Yeah.
Let's talk about fee too. Having somebody like that with you, who's a very intelligent brother, but also from the life. You know what I'm saying? And a real hip hop guy.
For sure. For sure.
Like, what is that like? Because everybody don't have that. A lot of people have people around them that don't enhance them.
Man, me and Fee relationship is like, it's just real. It's just like certain people you gonna meet, bro, to where it's just like, y'all got a bond.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all might not always agree. Y'all might not always see eye to eye, but it's a bond. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's a difference from when like certain motherfuckers speaking to you from a perspective of like trying to tell you some shit versus like what they really feel from their heart or what's best from you.
Right.
And that's where all our conversations come from. Even if I don't agree with him. You know what I'm saying? It's certain shit he say where I just be like, damn, I don't agree with this nigga, but I feel where he coming from.
Right.
You know what I mean? I need to hear this out for a minute.
Right.
So we've been having that relationship since fucking, me and Fee was in a rap group in high school. You know what I mean? And then like, fucking, he started rapping, I started rapping. We came back together. We made a group with Bugsy.
Okay.
Right? Neglected Kings. And then we always was like Bugsy. Bugsy would probably, if Bugsy was alive right now, Bugsy would be here right now.
Rest in peace, Bugsy.
Bugsy would have had a deal right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On Asylum Records or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was just us. Like, that's just how we communicated. When I got my first studio in LA, we went to Guitar Center together. We picked the equipment together.
Yeah.
We fucking got the booth together. Like, we did all that shit together. So it's just like, that's my core of what keep me me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And if I ain't got that, sometimes I get stagnant. I get lost on where to go with this shit.
Man, I'm glad you said that because that's important. Like, you got to know, because all the time it ain't the motherfucker you want it to be. All the time it ain't the motherfucker you think it is.
Bro, I said that on Sacrifices. The people I'm around ain't the people I should have made it with. And when
Right.
they want more, they act like you never gave them shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the realest shit ever.
It's people that I literally started doing music with, bro, that I'm like, okay, this person gonna do this person gonna be. It ain't work that way. I used to work with a nigga named Trent. Trent Farmer. Verb the Exclusive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and Verb, that was the first motherfucker that got me into this shit. Nigga from, where was Verb from, Sleeve? I think he was from Vallejo or something like that. But he had a studio in Oakland. But that was the first nigga that like got me rapping with a studio. Bam used to go to the studio too. We all used to go there. But it's like, it ain't work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me and Kurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Didn't work.
Like,
Yeah.
it just didn't work. Like, it's certain things that don't work. I mean,
Speaking of didn't work, your relationship with Stat Quo, what was that, man?
I was signed to Columbia, and Stat worked under DJ at the time, DJ Moore Mill, who was Jimmy Iovine's nephew. And my bad, bro, my motherfucking eye keep itching like a bitch. Stat worked under Jimmy Iovine's nephew, DJ, and he used to just always tear me down, bro. Like, I just come around, you feel me? And like, it'll be like imagine if like we all in here and I'm a new artist and like guys and everybody just walked in. Imagine if we all having a meeting and then you just be like, damn, Symba, like artists don't wear Crocs.
Yeah, that type of shit.
Why you got on a sweatsuit?
Right,
It's
right.
like, bruh, like, all right, I get it.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
But like,
right.
holler at me and tell me how to
Right,
get this
right.
shit
Why
right.
you just didn't hit me and be like, what you think about this, bro? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, pull me to the side and let me know, hey, bro, you doing woo, woo, woo. This
Mm-hmm.
how you supposed to do it. So the nigga would always just kind of tear me down in front of people. And I would be like, all right, I hear you, but how do I get it right? You know? So I had to go figure out how to get the shit right and learn a lot of shit and do a lot of different things. And it really just came down to like me being myself for real. I feel like if I would have listened to him at the time, I would have done some shit that wasn't authentically me.
Right.
Like dye my hair or do some wild shit to get attention when it's just like, bro, me being me was enough.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
all I needed to do
Yeah.
was just be me.
Be
It was
you.
like the minute I started being me is when people just start paying attention.
Something that's super legendary that we all got to pay attention to, and I feel like the game God blessed you with this because it wasn't happening for a while.
Yeah.
Being able to be in that collective now of artists that have a gangster grills.
Yeah.
What made you guys decide to go with drama and gangster grills? Because I done popped up in Atlanta and seen you at Mean Streets.
Yeah.
I done popped up and seen you. You in this circle of people anyway.
Yeah.
But what made you decide? Because you was working on Results Take Time anyway.
Yeah.
So why make it a gangster grill?
I feel like I'm at this point, bro, for what I'm trying to do. I can't speak on, like I'm starting to get like all these different people that's like telling me what they think I should do rather than like understanding like what it is I'm trying to do. And I think for where I'm at right now, I'm very aware of I'm a discovery process, right? I'm somebody to where people, if this was 20 years ago, my hit record would be the freestyle.
Or don't condone?
Not even. If this was 20 years ago, my hit record would be the freestyles that I put out. The reason I say that is because today's hit records are moments on the internet. So I'm literally, my whole shit is based off moments. It's moment shit that's keep happening, right? It's LeBron posted, I'm with Dre, I'm doing this, it's momentum. So these are my hit records. I know why those happen. So I'm able to duplicate those things, right? And with understanding that, you understand to continue to keep doing it, but at the same time, learn how to transition it into the music or transition it into the streams. So overall, what I'm starting to learn is like, it's like the music gonna always be the music. You don't necessarily need a hit record. You need what speaks to your audience. And as long as I'm speaking to an audience and I'm delivering moments, those are my hit records to bring awareness, to connect to my audience. And that's how I see things. So I can't look at it just from a perspective of like, oh, I need a hit record.
Right.
Or I gotta go make something for the radio.
Right.
Even though that's a goal of mine, that's something we gonna achieve and that's something we gonna do. But at the same time, we gonna be a moment in culture. We gonna go to radio. We gonna go say some shit that ain't been said. And we gonna bring awareness to what it is, our message is through the music.
Stay all blue.
I'm just trying to stay racked up like you.
Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair on like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save hoes. Yeah, rest in peace to Lil' M. My